G'day guys and girls, welcome back to Sidequest Gaming, where we take a look at both old games and new to try and uncover some of those little hidden gems you might want to give a crack and try out for yourself. Today we're taking a look at a title called New Arcane, which is one I've been keeping an eye on for a while, because it really excites me from the aesthetics and the style. It really invokes that kind of Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura sort of feel, if you ever played that game. An absolutely amazing old school RPG from Troika. Definitely kind of gives me a lot of hope for that kind of steamwork and magic sort of feel. So we're going to dive in for about 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay today, give a bit of a first impressions, and as always I'll wrap up with my thoughts, feelings, and how I felt the game went at the end. So let's dive in. We're going to create a new character and see how we go. Alright, so right off the bat, I mean, I kind of love the way it looks. Like it's some serious kind of steam-powered armor there. So what can we go? We can go male, we're going to go, human or an elf or a dwarf. Oh, interesting. So what's the difference in them? So humans, jack of all trades, as always. And we can either be a diesel engineer or a voodoo shaman. We can be a... Okay, same for the elf, and our dwarf can be a hellfire mage, which is a bit different. That's interesting. Steam mechanic. So, so both the elves and the humans can either be diesel engineers or voodoo shamans, whereas the dwarves have something completely different going on. So the steam mechanics are like... Yeah, righto. Or the Hellfire Engineers are battle-hardened spellcasters. How cool. Alright. Well, as much as I like the idea of Diesel Engineers and Voodoo Shamans, I feel like a Hellfire Mage seems pretty cool. I think I'm going to go a Steam Mechanic, though. Alright. Let's take this boy. We are going to go a Steam Mechanic or Hellfire Mage. Oh, he looks cool, though, doesn't he? Look at that little stubby boy with his leather trench coat. Let's go for the steam mechanic though. He's got a giant engine on his back. Okay, we can be a monster hunter, a thief mediator, a scholar, an engineering heir, a steam guild engineer. Okay, or alright, I see this. So an engineering heir is that we've been developing new technology for generations. We're a natural inventor and innovator, and our work is always top notch. So we get plus intellect, -1 constitution, but plus 20 to diesel tech. Or we could be a steam guild where we get steam tech plus 20. How interesting. They're different. Constitution +1, but dex -1. Right. Okay, so diesel or steam. Well, we're a steam mechanic, right? So I guess we're going steam. Let's do that. We are very slow, but we have high dex, high strength, low... Yeah, I'm okay. We're not very wise or smart, but it'll do. Yep, cool. Let's do that. Now, as much as I love your mustache, sir, I feel like a dwarf without a beard is indeed very problematic. So how can we change that? Metallic tint level. What is that? Face shape. Okay, that's all fine. Where's the beard? The beard is the important bit. Oh no, can I not change the beard? I don't know how. We've got roughness tint level, but we don't have... Oh, that's not okay. Oh, wait, there it is. Hair. I was going to say surely. Let's give him some wavy locks, and the most important thing is the epic beard, and that one has a plait in it. Or do we go full beard? Nah, plaited beard. Unless... Yep, plaited beard it is. Done. Now we're satisfied. Okay, let's go classic mode, and let's dive in. Long ago, in the days when the world teetered on the brink of chaos, it was ruled by powerful sorcerers. They didn't just wield magic, they were its very embodiment. With a single wave of their hand, a new reality could unfold, filled with fire-breathing dragons or gentle unicorns. Under their reign, the world changed with every heartbeat, brimming with wonders and mysteries, and the sources of their power remained shrouded in secrecy. In those times, when sorcerers controlled the fates of the world, people were mere shadows in a grand game. But there arose a hero whose heart burned with a thirst for justice. While the sorcerers were blinded by their own grandeur, he quietly slipped into the heart of their secret knowledge, and with one decisive act, cast them down from their lofty throne. This brave soul gifted freedom to mankind. The sorcerers fell, and their ancient magic dissolved into the dust of time. And so a new era dawned, the age of mankind's dominion. Magic faded into the past, making way for science. The golden age of technology began. Engineers and inventors became the new wizards, transforming the world. Humanity reached heights never before imagined, a true bright future where pure logic and iron rule. But, as so often happens, not everyone embraced this new world of technology. The sorcerers weren't ready to surrender so easily. In remote, forgotten corners of the world, they began to erect idols once more, using them to commune with their ancient law and awaken forgotten powers. And what happened next? We can only submit to the new laws of nature and listen to our hearts, to follow the call of magic or walk the path of progress.
Here you have ridden, and the diesel grenadiers overran the last stronghold of the
Dragon.
Fire Order, defeating Eldris and the Storm, and ending the Third Magotech War.
Alright, not the best place to wake up. And looks like we're in a hospital gown. Alright. And looks like we are pretty injured. Let's investigate over here. What's this? You're lucky you were not crushed by the wreckage of exploding airships. The poor fellow beside you was not that fortunate. Squashed by a steering hydraulic relay. You need to move before anything else falls on you from the crumbling sky. Step by step, you have to stop this madness. You can still do it. We can move. We can try to free the guy from the relay. Let's try to free him. The relay is massive, immovable. The poor sod had no chance. Okay. No such luck. Alright, what do we got over here? What was that? We can loot some wire. Let's take some wire. A survivor. We're going to wake up soon, right? Johnny, any moment now. I can feel it. Okay. A man is rummaging through a pile of debris. He is plainly distressed, and his frenzied digging has left his hands bloody. It must be here. Oh, please, it has to be. Alright, we can say, can I help you? Did you see what happened? Well, we have no idea what's going on. Let's ask him what happened. I should be the one asking you. I saw your mug at the heart of all this commotion. For all I know, you are responsible for the disaster. But it doesn't matter. The world is collapsing in on itself. The end of times is upon us. Did you see how they transformed into those creatures? Monsters? I understand now. We deserve this. We should have burned with every single factory. We should have burned every single factory to ashes. We should have knocked every automation into a pile of parts along with their creators. Okay. What are you looking for? My ring. After what happened to my wife, it's all I have of her. Oh, please. It must be here somewhere. Please, please. He redoubles his efforts. You see one of his fingernails snap off before you look away. He didn't even flinch. Can I help you? Help me? Bitter laughter. Not even weavers can help us now. In fact, it seems they all want us dead. Alright, sure. Leave you to your craze. What about the loot? Oh, a big rock and a family ring. Okay. Let's... And wants us to pick up our things if we can find them. Let's give him his ring. I think I found your ring. The eyes of the man go wide. He snatches the ring out of your hand and presses it to his chest. We thank you. The man starts rocking back and forth and stares into the distance with glassy eyes. He slowly caresses the hand holding the ring with the other, leaving a faint trail of blood on it. There's no point talking to him anymore. Okay, he's gone insane. Sure thing. It's pretty. I don't know why we're...
Flow of steam blocking the way. Maybe this inconspicuous red valve can fix the issue.
I was going to say, I don't know why we're in this weird floating area, but it's telling us to use the valve that is apparently inconspicuous to stop the vent. Stop the steam. Sure. Okay, we've rolled an observation check, which is successful. Let's turn the big red wheel and stop the steam. Cool. Wants us to collect our stuff, but don't know where that is.
Without their commander on the magical powers, those who remained had no choice but to surrender. That is how technology came to dominate the current world order.
Let's talk to this wounded guy. A badly wounded man is crying out in pain. A huge metal rod protrudes from his leg. The pool of blood he lies in is only getting larger. It may already be too late to help him. Every second counts. Am I hallucinating? It seems as though the world itself was coming apart. Then that damn dragon appeared out of nowhere. Are you real? A living person in all this chaos? Please help me. The thing in my leg is killing me. Okay, we can ask. We can say, I don't have time for this. Who did this to you? Who fucking cares? I'm bleeding out and I can't move my cursed leg. Please help me. What happened here? I have no clue. There was a bright flash and then something hit me hard. When I came to my senses, this damn metal was already stuck in my leg. Okay. I guess we're going to be mean and just say I don't have time. I'll help if I can find someone. Okay. Cool. So I can't do anything about that. Probably because I'm not a medical person. Okay. There's someone about to fall off the cliff here. Let's see whether we can help him. Precious little strength remains in the dwarf's trembling arms. He could drop at any moment. His surprised look is quickly replaced by a silent plea for aid. Alright, we can try to pull him up. We got to roll less than equal to 40. Okay, let's do it. I failed hard. You reach over the handrail, grab the dwarf's forearm and pull with all your might, but you are not strong enough. He falls from your grasp. Goodbye. Oh well, we tried. We did try. I'm not sure. Can I run or something? I'm moving very slowly. Alright, yep. He's just talking at us. Oh, you poor thing. You look battered and exhausted, the nurse says. Did you see what happened? No, everything was perfectly normal. Then chaos started raining down on us as if the very sky had split open. And with all my years of experience, I could do nothing to help those poor souls. No amount of training could prepare you for whatever this horror is. Let's ask if she can treat our wounds. No, she can't. Okay. Alright, she's in shock, and there's a medical automation here that's a bit banged up, so if we can fix it, then maybe it can help us. Okay, we can look down there. What's this? Even the steel guys... Okay, let's examine the medical automation. Why are we going around the big portal? Okay, a broken and worn out medical automation. It's amazing if it still works. Okay, yep, let's examine it. The machine is almost not working. It can't do difficult tasks, but it still works for easy things. It might help you get better. Alright, let's use it for basic medical care. I think it healed us. That is lovely. Let's use the portal.
All sources of magical power were driven from our world, banished beyond an impenetrable barrier.
Now we can run. Nice.
Everyone may enjoy a just and untroubled world, free from magical rulers and
Feathers, grass, saltpeter, and a small spring. Let's take it. Even the steel guys can't hold it. What's this? New Arcane City. Okay, a poster. What's that?
At first glance, it seems to be a passageway, but upon closer examination, you see that the entire framework is leaning heavily against the rock.
Oh, it said something about a single misstep, but I missed that. Okay. Nothing I can do there. I thought I was going to be able to pull it out or something. Alright, what's over here? Apart from a lot of fire. The people in front of you are bent over and coughing hoarsely. A wisp of smoke here and there tells you some of their clothes are still smouldering. Once they are able to catch their breath, they look dazedly around at their surroundings. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. What caused the fire? Who knows? A lot of things at Harrington's lab can go boom. The fire spread like the Iron Plague. We fought hard to escape. Poor Bill, he wasn't quite quick enough. Well, we survived the fire, but now I feel like going back in would be a swifter road to the same end. What happened? No idea, but I bet my left arm is something to do with that cursed war. Those damn mages keep on coming back like roaches, and the technologists can't seem to finish them off. We reap what we sow. The years and years of spilled blood are now raining down on us. Alright. Very philosophical of you. There's a robot kind of freaking out here. Stand on top of it? Sure, why not? So, how can we get through there? I felt like I should have been able to use that, but can't get through there. Something up here. Can I use that? No. So I need to get around here somewhere. What about down here? Oh, there's a dude. Okay. He's got nothing particular to say. It's you, you sick bastard. You couldn't just let us live our lives, could you? Now everyone's dead thanks to you. Stephen, Mary, even little Joe. He was such a bright lad. The least I can do in their memory is cut your throat so you can't harm anyone else. Alright, I don't know who you are. Go and attack and see what it gets you. I knew you were a vile snake. Your life ends here. To your surprise, the man's eyes well with tears, and his shaking body tenses like a locomotive's leaf spring as he draws back his fist. But his jab is awkward and achingly slow. He is not much of a fighter. Okay, we can counter it. We can let him hit us. Let's counter it. Boom. You easily deflect the attack and strike back without much enthusiasm. Despite his passionate, hate-fueled rant, he almost instantly loses his fighting spirit and collapses to his knees. He begins to weep unabashedly, like a child. I'm not made for this, all this violence, and to what end? Please get away from me. I never want to see your stupid face again. The man is sobbing softly, muttering the names of his lost friends. There is no use talking to him. Alright. Sounds like we did something pretty horrible, but I don't know what. Don't even know who we are, really, so... A treasure is so close just within reach, but in this situation, what use is it? I want the treasure. Come on. Don't let me not have the treasure. That is very rude. Alright, what's going on here? So he's like stuck in the engine.
But not every magic user is ready to accept defeat. In the desolated old world, repellent beasts and mages claiming to be weavers continued to fight amongst themselves. Some were even bold enough to launch raids against technologist outposts.
Okay, so what do we got over here? Loot that, take some bolts and some pipes, sure. What's this person got to say? The pale person on the ground doesn't respond to his brother's calls. He's in dire straits. It seems like time is running out. Please help my little Timmy. He still has so many years ahead of him. Let's have a look at the wound. A fractured bone is sticking out of the torn leg. It seems like the bone has damaged a blood vessel because the blood is gushing out in quantities incompatible with life. The victim is in deep shock and ignores everything around him. We can try to stop the bleeding. Hey, we succeeded. Alright, we put a bandage on. Bleeding stops and colour slowly returns to the man's face. Thank you so much. I will tell Timmy what you did for him when he recovers. Yeah, cool. We help someone. We are a good person. Let's use this medical van.
Vehicle's brakes are completely seized. Otherwise, it would have rolled on and crashed long ago. The ignition key is conspicuously absent. You must either search for the key or attempt to resolve the brake problem.
Okay. Can we just push it? Let's do that. We're strong, so let's try that. Oh, we failed hard. Can we try it again? I thought we were like really strong. How do we have a 0 chance? We could use the steel bar to check the brake cylinder. Well, that worked. Okay, so we're still trying to pick up our things, aren't we?
The ongoing clash between mages and technologists was the source of that terror.
Corpse of a well-dressed man lies on a cold stone. Got a bullet in the head. For some reason, for some reigning chaos is an opportunity. Search the corpse. Only a drug prescription for Jerome Glaster. All the money was taken. Okay. Can't use that. What about this guy? Nope. On a count of 3, 1, 2. So they're about to jump. We can try to persuade them not to do that. And we failed hard. The woman startles and spins towards you. Oh, look who's here. One of the instigators of our little apocalypse. I hope you're enjoying the view. You worked so hard to bring it to pass. Watch us now. May it bring you joy. Let's go, darling. 1. Oh. Well, splat. I think that's my stuff. Not good. Did a building just fall on me? I mean, I hope not. Okay.
The war didn't take place on our soil, but the aftermath reached us nonetheless. Previously unseen magical creatures began harrying our village time and again. What an elaborate account. But tell me, why are you not content with existing literature on this subject?
We can say, so we're clearly on some kind of trial. We can say it's a personal diary because histories have been twisted. I'm not familiar with it. I'm not much of a reader. Where am I and who are you? I mean, we can lean into some, but let's just go, what? Where am I? Who are you?
Curious. But let us move on. Many of these entries are needlessly provocative. For example, Every day I witness yet another family selling everything they own to move to this incredible new world. The newspapers never stop shouting about it. Apparently, technological progress is booming, and daily drudgery is being steadily replaced by automation. They claim the people are overjoyed, but why do we never hear a word from them? I cannot shake the feeling that the world is falling apart on all sides and the powerful care not in the slightest, while we must smile and pretend to be happy. Audacious. Do you realize that this passage by itself justifies a quite harsh sentence?
What if I never wrote it?
That was just the first entry. Every page is rife with distressing theories and questions. Do you not agree that notions such as these pose a real threat to the world?
I mean, in all seriousness, if I wrote them, then no, I don't.
I see. You do realize everything that happened is entirely due to your ignorance and arrogance. Everyone who trusted you, believed in you, and every event that led us to this point. You don't even grasp the magnitude of your responsibility, do you?
I mean, no. So let's say it's a misunderstanding.
Each one of these notes perfectly illustrates your insistence on meddling in matters which do not concern you. Let's read another one, shall we? Right here. Something weird is happening over there. I can feel it. Everyone's talking about folks going missing, and what of that deranged dwarf who was shouting about experiments? Even if a word of it is true, I shudder to think what's become of those people, of my people. Exploiting the common folks' superstition to undermine technological progress. What's next? Tales of impossible monsters and phenomena that challenge those laws of reality we worked so hard to establish. Utter nonsense. But however distasteful I find this, we must proceed. Here is some of the reasoning, if such a word even applies, behind your conclusions. Interesting.
Why? We can say, stop, let me speak. Who the hell are you to stick your nose in my personal papers? Let's ask him. Who is he?
The human mind functions in curious ways. If a problem doesn't directly affect us, we tend to think ourselves immune. But as I see the Iron Plague continue to spread all around me, it feels like a noose tightening around my neck. Helen, my first love, died a few weeks ago. I don't know what to make of that. Her parents will not visit her grave. They're that afraid of getting infected. Uncle Victor hasn't spoken in over a week. His skin has turned to a flaky, oxidized crust, and his breathing is labored. I don't know how long he'll last. I hope for a miracle, but they seem increasingly rare these days. Even now, I can hear the metallic rattle of Aunt Hilda's joints. She keeps on smiling, even as the Iron Plague devours her without respite or mercy. All I can do is pray the disease doesn't take them all. If there's any chance to save them from this awful death, I'll take it, no matter the cost. They raised me, after all. I can't stand by and do nothing.
Well, I had to at least do something, or I want my notes back. I want them. I don't know what they say. I want to read them.
Silence! Oh, what about this one? Right in the middle of the chaos you created. My journey has led to my meeting both magicians and technologists, and to question everything going on around me. Is it fair to mistreat someone just because they're different? Why couldn't we have found some resolution, some middle ground? If a different road had been taken, there wouldn't be any Iron Plague. Do you honestly think no one tried to prevent this bloodshed? The laws binding reality were our only hope to stop this cruel fate from destroying us all. How dare you challenge them?
If not me, then who? I stand by what I said. War is evil. That's not what it looks like. I stand by what I said. War is evil.
And now we come to the proof that you're the one who started all this. That the whole debacle is your fault. The odds are not good, I know, but it still bothers me that there's been no word from any of the emigrants to the New World. So I've decided to risk it. They're not asking much in return, after all. Only the unwoven filament. The task should be no challenge for someone like me. There it is, in your own words. You're nothing but a thief.
Hey, accusations? You're twisting this all around. That's not what I wrote.
Silence. These are your words. I smuggled the unwoven filament onto a ship heading for the New World to the Tatterhold seaport. There I will meet with Red Simon's contact.
Okay. So, was that kind of like, are we now a flashback, are we? Yeah, we're a flashback. So that's where we wound up. And now we've got to figure out how we got there.
The interminable voyage from the old world is finally over, and the relentless seasickness has at last slackened its grip. You inhale deeply and let the warm sea breeze fill your senses. The cries of gulls fill the air, alongside the chatter of folk on the bustling docks. Your heart quickens with anticipation as you take that first decisive step off the gangway. The new world awaits. But before you're free to embrace this new chapter in your life, there's the customs officer to deal with. A young man in an ill-fitting uniform presides, papers strewn before him on the wooden tabletop. With an air of long-practiced indifference, he begins to read from a crumpled form.
Good day to you, sir or madam. Let me be the first to welcome you to the New World. A place without poverty, hunger, or war. A place where everyone can achieve their dreams, etc., etc. You can become anyone you wish in the New World. A warrior, a magician, the president. Together we can make this the perfect home for everyone. A place where anything... Please, pass me your documents and join the line.
Okay, we can do what he says. We can hand him our passport and say it's a load of bullshit. We can joke about being president. We can say we don't have time to wait around. We can ask about our luggage. Let's ask about that.
You can pick up your personal belongings on the pier. Straight ahead, then take a left.
Alright, let's do as he says.
We're glad to welcome a dwarf to these lands. You're in the right place, friend. The New World is full of opportunities for dwarves like you. We need your creativity and technological innovation to make the Free States better and safer. Please step forward for a customs check. We need to make sure you're not carrying anything illegal.
So, not at all condescending. Alright. Alright. I don't think we have
Surface
anything.
inspection indicates the new arrival is not a magical being, has no visible signs of corruption, and no evident symptoms of the Iron Plague. Nor do I observe any kind of smoke, magical glow, unusual light refraction, or other manifestations of illegal or unregistered magical artifact. Looks like we're done here. Head on through, and good luck in the New World. Don't break the law and don't join any magical terrorist organizations. Have a good day.
Alright. A giant's supposed to meet me here. Is there one around?
I have no idea who Mick Mortensen is, but the meeting point is over there. You can ask around for him, I guess. Okay, take care.
Alright, we are a law-abiding citizen. We got a perk. Okay, it remains a mystery as to why the policeman himself cannot see the contrast between the alleged rights of locals and the reality. The urge to laugh at what you have heard puts you in a playful mood. Your mockery increases by 5. Okay, cool. The water graphics are great. Really pretty game. Okay, so what do we got around here? Is there anything back that way? It's got a kind of almost Titanic feel of like the docks here. Alright, what do we got? Who's this fella? Have you seen a giant by the name of Michael Mortensen? He's supposed to meet you here. I don't know who you're talking about. Okay. What about this dude with the sign? He's waving it. Do you know where the waiting point is for the arrivals? Back off. Not very friendly. Who needs mana when you have high caliber? The best rifles in the Steam Burns shop. Okay. Ooh, loot. Yes, loot. I like loot. Some wire. What's this? A spring. Oh, elegant pants. Yes, please. I'm an elegant dwarf. We currently have swindler's pants. 4 health and deception. Persuasion. Let's go persuasion. We are elegant. We are a gentleman. Oh, and some fingerless gloves to go with our elegance. Absolutely. There we go. Look at us. We are rocking that homeless style of chic. Have you seen a giant that goes by the name of Michael Mortensen? No, haven't seen any giants. Okay. More loot I see down here. What is this? A generous amount of breadcrumbs are scattered over on the pier, and a fish is peeking out of the water. It reminds you of a cat hovering around a man cutting fish in his kitchen. Let's throw some breadcrumbs. As you're about to throw a handful of breadcrumbs, the fish leaps out of the water and snatches the food from your hand in an exquisite pirouette. Try and catch the fish. Hell yes. Yeah, we get the fish. We skillfully pluck the fish from the air and tuck it away in your bag. You're quite pleased with yourself. Hell yeah, we would be. Nice catch. Ooh, some leather gloves. Are they better than my fingerless gloves? More health, but less accuracy. Oh, a jacket and another fish. Okay. Our swindler's jacket is plus 6 health, 2 armor. This is 1 extra move point. Ooh, minus to persuasion and intimidation, but that's actually like a better one for combat. So maybe if we know we're going to get in a fight, we swap it out for that purpose. Is that a pearl? Yes, please. What's this? A history of magic, witchcraft, and the occult. Oh, pistol. Hell yeah. Just robbing everything blind here. Hell yes. A revolver. Can we put it in a weapon slot? Why can I not equip it? Maybe I can't use guns. Who knows? What's this? Steam technology. Use a crane. Hell yeah. Use it. Nice. Just pick up someone's luggage and steal it. Love that for me. Oh, fighting bandages and a bunch of money and some alcohol. A stunning punch. Hell yeah. Bandages with just like brass knuckles attached to them. Loving it. And let's swap out our coat for the moment. I want this one. We are a brawler. What do we got here? More fish. We're just collecting fish from everywhere right now. looking for a giant, apparently. More gloves. Do we have more loot down here? Traveler. Yes, another loot. A fortune cookie dispenser. Sounds good. Let's get a fortune cookie. What's it got to say for itself? Read. An eccentric inventor will offer you a clock that runs backwards. Remember, yesterday's dinner was excellent. Right. Okay. We can steal something over there, but we are not dexterous, so that's not going to work well. Do you know where the waiting point is for the arrivals? Back off. Well, these are not very friendly people. What do we see up here? Observation. We succeeded. What did we observe? The waiting area. Okay, it's that way. The arrow's saying waiting area is that way. Right. I get it. What's this guy got to say? Step into the future with director Zindo's groundbreaking A9020. Experience the dawn of a new era in technology. Come see for yourself. The future is at your fingertips. Strange that this metal colossus doesn't speak or advertise itself, leaving one to admire its size alone. We can ask about it. We can use our tech knowledge and examine it closely. Let's do that. We succeed. You know a little about the A90 series. The controller that drives the speech module is on the right side of the neck. There are a few wires protruding from the access point. You raise your hand to your own neck and the automation copies your motion, then repairs itself. You are the past error. Be art, I am the future. I will never error. I am the future and never, never to die. Never error. The tout's face pales and he coughs deliberately several times as he surreptitiously tugs a small wire out of place on the A9020. His eyes lock onto yours, recognizing your close scrutiny. Hey, my friend, I've got a little treat for you. A special discount at my store in the capital. Nothing but top line of gadgets, tried and true. But let's you and me keep this little glitch our secret. He discreetly slips a coupon, folded around several bills, into your pocket. Then he turns and kicks the automation's restart panel with a muffled thud. Cool. Bit of money, bit of
Feeling lucky, folks?
discount.
Place your bets on Michael Mortensen. Odds are 5-1 against.
You're certain that fellow holding the Crimson Arrow sign just announced the very person you're supposed to meet on the docks?
Okay. Brilliant. We found our giant. Feeling lucky, bet on Mark Mortensen. Fancy a little flutter, do you? We've got a colossal showdown brewing right now. Mighty Mick Rosie Mortensen against none other than our reigning champ, Gortvir the Crusher. I just want to talk to Mick. You'll get your chance once the match is finished. Be there in person to witness the inevitable crushing. Okay. I love that we're a dwarf and that's supposed to be our friend. We come up to like his thigh.
Damn! That brawl was a real cracker. Up until your grand entrance, that is. My sniffer feels like a plate of mashed taters now. And I'm not loving it. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're here. But you could have chosen a less no-stumping moment, huh?
We can say we're sorry it turned out like this. We can use, because we're a dwarf, we can say, yeah, let's do this. What do you think happens when you tangle with a dwarf? You're lucky he took it easy on you.
Who's there? I can't see anyone. Nor hear a soul uttering a word. Must be conjuring it up in my own noggin. All right. It seems we got off to a bit of a rocky start. Let's wipe the slate clean. Mr. Simon told me a little bit about you. Now it's time I introduce myself. Name's Michael Mortensen, but mostly folks call me Mick Rosie. I work for Mr. Simon, managing his business affairs now and then. And you?
Nice to meet you, Mick. let's introduce ourselves.
Well met indeed. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. In the new world, everyone's got a debt hanging over their head. Me, for example, I have to get you to Mr. Simon. But there's a snag. I took a beating, and now I owe Ernie. Ernie's the bloke with the purse and the trusty notebook. Don't take this the wrong way, mate. Not holding a grudge or anything. But I got knocked out because of you. It's a bit of a tangled tale. But now it's you who's got a debt to settle with Ernie. And we're not going anywhere until that's taken care of. You follow me?
I don't know. I think that's a bit much, mate. But let's ask him if he's got money.
I catch your drift. Mr. Simon's running out of patience. I did manage to scrounge up a little cash. Let's call it a down payment. But the balance is on you, my friend. Best of luck.
They are some big boots. Okay. Let's say we just got off the ship, short of cash. Where can we get $300?
You're in the port, buddy. To make a few dollars, you can try your luck with some portside gamblers. Indulge in a bit of pickpocketing. Or maybe just rummage through a few bags. The usual routine. If you're feeling adventurous and want to reel in a bigger catch, have a chat with Ernie and consider stepping into the ring with Grotwir the Crusher. But I'll be straight with you. He's a tough nut to crack.
Okay, we'll get the money. Let's punch someone. Let's go fight. We got our funny little gloves now. I reckon, yeah, let's go for a punchy punch. Where's that guy that Ernie? Is it this Ernie? Who's the guy that we can... Damn giant, I thought he'd win. Hey you, want to go toe-to-toe with Grotwir the Crusher? Yeah, I do. The winnings would be substantial if it was someone like you in the ring. Alright, let's do it. I'd like to step in the ring and make some cash. Let's do it. Alright, battle. Okay, I like how it's not actually like a grid-based sort of system. I like that you got kind of free movement around. So what do we got here? We've got stunning blow. We've got an opportunity attack. We've got sprint. We've got punch. Punch does 10. Ooh, how many? So we've got 2 primary points we can spend. Okay, what do we want to do? And we've got a reaction point. And we can block. Okay, so what if we go... First, we're just going to punch him. Didn't do that much, but then let's stun him. Nice. And... Okay, he's stunned for this turn, and then we're going to pass turn. That's our turn again. Now our stun is on a cooldown. That's unfortunate. But... we should be able to go... whack. Whack. And then we could either block or we could go for... What if we run... Oh, that wasn't good. Let's do that and we'll go an opportunity. Let's see whether... Can I not select that? Okay, I can't seem to use that. Okay, we'll just pass that turn. Okay, so we can either block or we can opportunity attack. So he's just doing with a punch. I'm going to let him hit me with that and then see what his next attack is. Okay, we'll block that. Cool. So that's now our turn again. Let's punch him. And let's get him again, and that should take him out. Oh, so close. I don't know how to use this opportunity attack. Pass turn. Whack. Okay, not good, but now we can take him out, I reckon. Oh, he blocked it, did he? What if we do an opportunity attack? Nice. We win. Victory is ours. Here are your winnings. Hell yeah. Cool. Alright, so the video is getting a bit long in the tooth at the moment, but I wanted to try and show as much as I could in the time that we have. What do I think of New Arcline? I think the aesthetics are really well done. I'm liking the 3D element. I really like, I actually really like some of the item images for the, in the inventory. I'm really enjoying that. I'm less aware of, I guess, our character development system so far. Like, I like how the skills are playing out. The perks, like, I have, by the look of it, do I have these perks? Yeah, I do. So I've got quite a large number of perks already, considering that we've only just started the game. So that's interesting to me. I'm enjoying the aesthetic. I really like the notion of kind of being the steam or diesel engineer, or kind of a voodoo magic sort of character. And I think that could be quite interesting to see how that kind of plays out as the game progresses. I also think it's definitely evoking the feel of kind of Arcanum's world, I guess. Though the storytelling so far that I've experienced seems not quite as strong. That doesn't by any means, that's not being critical, I don't think it's bad. I just feel so far I'm a little bit at a loss as to what my character, like who he is or what he's doing. I know we've kind of done this like back in time thing where, you know, we've started where we're basically on trial in this tribunal and everything's gone to hell in a handbasket by the look of it. But I don't really have an understanding of why I'm here or why I'm trying to smuggle this filament or anything like that. Which I do feel is perhaps a little bit lacking for the beginning of the story. But that being said, any RPG like this, you have to give it a lot more time to kind of see how it comes together. And I have not spent enough time with this title yet. But I am excited by it, I won't lie. And it's absolutely the kind of game that's right up my alley. I really enjoy these sort of these CRPGs with really interesting world building and really interesting stylistic and aesthetic settings. And I'm really intrigued to see where this one goes. As I said, right up my alley. Let's see whether we can beat this guy in this one little battle, and then we will call it out. We've stunned him. We are absolutely a vicious little fighter as a dwarf, aren't we? Let's block him. I think we're gonna just kill him. Nice. Absolutely splash this guy. And we get a silver tongue ring off him. Nice. Alright, so this has been Sidequest Gaming. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. I really do appreciate it. This has been New Arcline. So, you know, link will be below. If this seems up your alley, definitely check it out. It's always good to see new RPGs being brought into the gaming sphere. I feel like it's one of my favorite genres, and I feel like it's really good to see it having a bit of a resurgence. I try to release video every day, so, you know, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my content. And as always, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.